Welcome to the Gene Policini Center on the campus of the Rochester Institute of Technology, where tonight it's Game 2 of this weekend series between Providence College out of Hockey East and the Atlantic Hockey's top team, the hometown RIT Tigers. Classes ended here yesterday, and students were no doubt feverishly studying for finals all day long. Others may have been out getting that holiday shopping done. Well, it's time to put the books and the bags down, and you can cozy up with us as we are in for hopefully a great night of hockey between the Tigers and Friars. You are watching RIT SportsZone Pregame Live, presented by Taylor the Builders. Highlights, film breakdown, live interviews, and much more on the way as we get you set for face-off at 7:05. Good evening and happy holidays to you. I'm Kevin Roach, and we're so glad you could join us here tonight for RIT SportsZone Pregame Live. We welcome our viewers watching online and on Time Warner Cable throughout New York State. Well, the Tigers have been the team to beat in Atlantic hockey over the last few years, but out of conference, it's been a much different story during the Division I era. Coming into last night, the Tigers had won or tied just 22 of their 71 non-conference games. The first meeting ever between Providence and RIT last night here at the Policini. RIT putting their 5-game winning streak on the line. First period, Friars overwhelming the Tigers early on. Mike Rotolo, the initial stop, but Brian Pino is there to put home the rebound. His 5th on the year, gave the Friars the early edge. Just under 3 minutes later, Jacob Bryson tees one up off the boards and off the back of Rotolo and into the net. A power play goal put Providence up 2-0. RIT a great chance late in the period. The turnover, Sean Cameron there, denied by Hayden Hawkey. What a save there. Tigers outshot 17-7 during the period. They were down 2-0 after one. Second period, Adam Brubaker off the crossbar. A golden opportunity right there. Then 2 minutes later, Tigers another chance. Todd Skirving can't get the rebound off Hawkey, and he would be stopped again off the face-off. RIT, the turnover in their own zone. Providence makes them pay. Ryan Tate scores to give the Friars a 3-0 cushion. Third period, Tigers finally rewarded for their efforts. Chase Norris gets on the board as he gets one by Hawkey, his 6th on the year. Tigers were still alive, down 3-1. 2 minutes later, Providence trying to extend the lead on the breakaway. Garrett Gamez, the backhander. Rotolo makes the stop. Friars would keep it in the zone. Jacob Bryson, the blast blocked by Miles Powell. Providence still keeps it in. Eric Foley sends it in front, but Rotolo knocks it away. What a sequence to keep the Tigers in the game. Under 9 minutes to play, another face-off. The puck goes out to Jake Wallman, and he would have it deflected in by Ryan Tate for his 2nd of the night. A backbreaker right there. Friars up 4-1. Under 6 minutes to play. Providence seals the deal. Connor McPhee going 5-hole right here on Rotolo. Providence ends RIT's 5-game winning streak after cruising to a 5-1 victory last night.
Yeah, I mean, we came off kind of a hot weekend there with Niagara, fortunately, so I think we had it in our heads that it was kind of going to be similar to that. But we definitely gave them a little too much room, too much respect, like Coach said. And I mean, fortunately, we'll give them credit. They're a pretty good team, but some of the stuff we gave them, we handed it to them just like that. So yeah, I mean, we kind of shot ourselves in the foot there a couple of times.
Yeah, I think we did too much standing around and watching at the beginning there, and they took it to us. I mean, hats off to them, but I think we got to be better prepared, and I don't think we were mentally or physically ready for that game tonight.
Turnover, however, Rotolo coming up big on Conway.
I know this is non-conference. You know where you stand in conference, but is there a little chip on your shoulder wanting to prove something against a team from Hockey East?
Yeah, I think not even Hockey East, but this year playing non-conference games, we've had a little bit of trouble. We've played well in some games, but we've let some get away. So I think again, chip on the shoulder, but we know how good we are in Atlantic hockey, and I think if we can prove ourselves in non-conference play, that'll prove to everyone in the nation. We're going to make a run here this year, and hopefully get the Frozen Four and national championship.
6th of the season for Chase Norris, and the Tigers are on the board.
So a tough night for the Tigers as Providence wins it 5-1. RIT had scored 25 goals during that 5-game winning streak, only one last night. Chase Norris was the lone goal scorer for RIT as he netted his 6th on the year. For Providence, the line of Wilkins, Pino, and Tate was the difference, accounting for 8 points. Tate had 2 goals and 1 assist. Pino added a goal and 2 assists, while Wilkins recorded 2 assists. Friars goalie Hayden Hawkey stopped 36 shots in net to pick up his 6th save or sixth win rather, on the year. Well, after the game last night, RIT head coach Wayne Wilson, who never minces words, said he thought his team played scared for the first time all year, especially in that first period. For more from the head coach of the Tigers, we're joined live by the voice of Tigers hockey, Gene Battaglia, who's standing by live with Wayne Wilson. Gene?
Good evening, Kevin, and Coach Wilson, thanks for your time. How do you think your team played last night?
Well, I thought we started off really poorly, really tentative and on our heels in the first. I thought we had a real good second period, and we probably should have been rewarded for our efforts there. We weren't. They got the goal, which is a little deflating to go down 3-0. We responded at the start of the third, and then they got another goal, and I think at that time the game was just played out. The game was won for them, I thought, in the first period when they got the 2 goals, and they dominated the first. If we could have got a goal in the second to close it to 2-1, I think we would have had a different hockey game, but we didn't. They got up 3-0, and they controlled the game from there.
22 shots in that second period. Is that the key when you're going against a goalie like Hockey?
Well, I thought he gave up a lot of rebounds last night. I don't know a lot about him other than I thought off of last night he gave up rebounds, so we got to get pucks and people to the net, and we got to get some bounces, but you've got to earn those by getting that. We got to defend our end a little bit better as well.
Well, the million-dollar question, how do you bottle up what you did in the second period last night for all 60 tonight?
Well, I don't know if we can duplicate that, quite frankly. I don't think they've given up 22 shots in a period in a long, long time. They like to go 22 shots probably in a game. But we do got to put in a better effort than we did in the first. I think that's the key. Get our feet going here in the first period. Keep it as a tight game early, get some confidence from that, and then move forward from there. But stay out of the penalty box, keep it 5-on-5, and have a good game.
Can't wait for this one. Coach, thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
Kevin, RIT Providence, can't wait for the puck drop at 7:05.
Yeah, we're hoping for a good one. Gene, we'll check back with you in just a few minutes from now. Well, still to come on the program here tonight, we finally have a winner. If you haven't heard, we'll tell you who is walking away with a pair of RIT Tigers custom sports chairs, and we'll tell you how you can still get yours. Plus, John DeTulio will join us. He goes one-on-one with Coach Wilson, breaking down what makes this Friars team such a difficult matchup. It's all next. You're watching RIT SportsZone Pregame Live.
Mike Rotolo already 10 saves. Another one, a big pad save made, and the putback. And Providence finally goes up. Price in the blast, sending it wide, and it goes in! Off the back of Rotolo, and it's 2-0.
For other than shots on goal.
In front of the goal. There you have it, just a quick turnover, and it's 3-0. Chase Norris, the feed in! 6th of the season for Chase Norris, and the Tigers are on the board. Wallman scores from way out at the blue line, and it's 4-1. No. Certain age limit, and there's their 5th goal tonight.
Underneath, look at right through the legs of Rotolo.
Yeah, McPhee in front, camped out, and Providence is going to win this game up 5-1.
Oh, if you're just joining us here tonight, that's what happened last night. The sights and sounds of RIT hockey, courtesy of the voice of Tigers hockey, Gene Battaglia and John DeTulio in Hockey Central. You can find it all season long on our website, ritse.com. Just click on Hockey Central. It's a great way to catch up on games you may have missed throughout the season. Well, breaking down film is a ritual for coaches across the country. Throughout each week, they game plan and attempt to try to figure out how they're going to slow down their opponents. Well, John DeTulio joins us now, and he had a chance to sit down with Coach Wayne Wilson this week and analyze this Providence team. We know they're a talented bunch, John, with 9 NHL draft picks in the lineup, so I can imagine you got a first-hand look at what the Friars really do well, don't you?
Kevin, it was incredible. I love when you can pull back the curtain and what goes into preparing for an opponent, in particular, a big-time opponent like Providence. It was all about film study, and boy, was it educational.
All right, Wayne, you got the national champion from 2 years ago coming to town, Providence, for a 2-game set. When you watch tape against them versus BU from last weekend, they're on the penalty kill. What stands out? What do they do effectively against Boston?
Well, what they do, they try and do is they try and defend their blue line. So they're trying to force a dump. So every time we're going to break out against their penalty kill. They're going to try and stand us up at the blue line, make us dump the puck. They have a guy that's a retriever that's already back there, and he's going to try and ice it before we can even get in. Why don't we look at the first clip here?
Okay.
BU's coming back on their breakout, on their power play breakout. And so they're bringing 4 guys back. You see Providence in the black. There's 3 guys there. If we just stop it, they've got 1 guy back there. So if BU were to dump this puck in the zone, that 1 guy that's back there is going to beat everyone back to it. So the goalie's going to try and stop it. That guy's going to try and hammer and get it out. So they're trying to come up with some speed, BU, and get it to the outside of the ice. We put a kicker out there. We call him a kicker, where a guy's stationary standing there. He's ready for that pass. The guy that makes the pass is going to go deep. But let's watch what BU does here. So they kick it to the outside. They gain the zone, and then they're going to try and get pressure on them. Let's watch this. This next clip is where they use a kicker. So they're going to come up. There's going to be a guy at the blue line standing there. They're going to give it to him. So BU, this is now at Providence. They're going to come up. They've got their drop guys back. There's the 3 white guys now. They drop it back. They'll make a pass. They'll make another pass to the kicker, and they'll finish their route. Here's another one. Watch the guy that at the blue line, once he makes his pass right here, he's going to go deep into the zone to get the puck back. They'll try and come up, and now they're set up.
Okay, wait, when you look at their power play, when they have a man advantage, the guy obviously to stop is their star player, Jake Wallman. What does he do specifically?
Well, he shoots the puck awfully well, and they really try and feed him. He was a player that was a Hobey Baker candidate until he hurt his shoulder last year. Both the World Junior teams, both Canada and the U.S., he could have played for either one, both wanted him. So he's going to play on our left defenseman's side. We're hoping to have a forward up on him, but he's number 19 here. He's at the top of the circle here. And as we watch these clips, Dave, if you go ahead, and they'll find different ways. And if he gets a shot blocked, it doesn't deter him from shooting again. So we'll see a number of clips here of him doing different things. There he is on the far side again. Number 10's coming in. Now 10's trying to get it to him. They catch the goalie napping. So he's over on the far side again. So they do different things, different ways to get it to him, and he's just going to keep shooting. He averages, as Dave has watched this, probably 8 to 9 shots on the power play a game. Not all the shots are on net, but he's going to try and shoot as much as possible. And then they get traffic. You can see the goalie's having a tough time seeing this one, the one that he scored on. He had traffic in front of him. So they get good traffic in front and try and shoot from there. So what we'll try and do is put a forward on him. So if someone's already out on him and in his face and trying to prevent him from shooting, our other forward will be on their middle D, and our defenseman will be hopefully going out on their other guy who's not in a one-time position, and will take him a little bit more time to get it and shoot it so we have time to get out. But if a defenseman, if we get caught, and it could happen in a game where a defenseman has to come out on him, we may be 2 strides at the bottom of that circle, and the puck's off his stick already going towards the net, and they've got a guy behind.
Well, watching the tape, BU's backing off.
Right.
They're giving him a lane.
Right, and we're going to try not to do that.
Oh, that is a lot of education right there in one segment.
Well, and another thing Wayne made mention to is their forecheck is incredible. And another thing you don't see on tape, but we saw in person, the speed. It's something that you can watch tape, but until you're there on the ice with them, then you'll find out how quick and really how skilled these kids are for Providence.
Well, and the Tigers do have one thing. They have speed too, John. So that's what makes tonight possible for RIT.
It does, but you saw early on when you're playing on your heels, that kind of negates the speed. We saw in the second period when RIT came out flying around, they can go toe-to-toe with one of the better programs in the country. That's for sure.
You heard Wayne Wilson say he thought his team played scared tonight. That's got to be one of the keys tonight, John, how they come out of the gate.
There's no question. You know, I think their speed, I think their forecheck maybe caught them off guard a little bit, but absolutely, you've got to come out flying. I think that's the number one key tonight. Go on out there and play RIT hockey.
Keys for an RIT win tonight, and again, they were down 2-0 after 20 minutes of play. Last night, come out flying, and again, give Mike Rattol a little bit of help there, too.
In conference play, Providence averages just over 32 shots per game. They got 44 last night. so you got to limit their puck possessions. And I think RIT's got to do a better job of taking care of the puck. And if you're the Friars, you got to play a full 60. I think they were fortunate. They laid an egg in that second period, but the best part about that period, RIT did not score. I think that was very, very fortunate for Coach Lehman's team.
Hayden Hockey, the goaltender for Providence, is a draft pick of the Montreal Canadiens, but last night, John, he left some opportunities in front on the rebound.
Second period, he was just he was like Santa. He was leaving gifts. He was leaving gifts all over the place, but RIT didn't want to take them. I think tonight that's the key. We saw in the second period, turn and shoot, and good things will happen.
Well, this is a fun measuring stick for the Tigers. Last night, Kevin, a little short. See if the Tigers can do a better job tonight.
Yeah, they want to find out where they rate nationally. We know how they're doing in the conference, but we'll see how they do against the rest of the nations, one of the nation's best here tonight. We do have an injury update for you. Gabe Valenzuela, if you didn't watch the game last night, he is out again tonight with an ankle injury. Ryan Kruper will join Eric Brown and Liam Cairns on that second line for the Tigers again tonight. Also, Alex Perron-Fontaine and Max Mikowski are in the lineup. They will join Todd Skirving on the Tigers' fourth line. Well, still to come on the show, the RIT women's hockey team look to earn a split of their weekend series with Bemidji State here at the Policini Center. Highlights and reaction are on the way. This is RIT Sports Zone Pregame Live. Back here on RIT Sports Zone Pregame Live from the Rochester Institute of Technology, where it is hockey night as the puck will drop between the Tigers and Friars at 7:05. The fans filing in tonight. Of course, we're heading into finals week, but the students taking a little break, and fans as well from the holiday shopping, trying to fill these seats tonight, make their presence known. Richie in the house, the Santa hats are on. It is the holiday season. 'Tis the season, hopefully, for a Tigers win tonight. Oh, on to the RIT women's hockey team. It has been a bit of a struggle this season. In 21 games this year, the Tigers only have 3 victories, but on a positive note, they have split the last 3 weekend series they've played. Head coach Scott McDonald and the Tigers looking for a split today against Bemidji State. The Tigers and Beavers meeting for the very first time this weekend. First period, Beavers on the power play. They get traffic in front of Jenna DeYoung, and she can't come up with the loose puck. Haley Mack, as you see the overhead look, finally gets a stick on it and puts it in. The Beavers cash in on the power play. It was 1-0 Bemidji State. Second period, 2-on-1 for Bemidji. Jacqueline Casa scores to put the Beavers up by 2. Just 22 seconds later, here they come again. Lauren Miller, top shelf. Bemidji was in control. 3-0 after 2, scoring an issue all season for the Tigers. In the third, they get the turnover. Catherine Kennedy, the wraparound goal. Her 4th on the season, but that would do it. RIT offensively struggling again as Bemidji sweeps the series. 5-1 victory this afternoon.
Defense all you want, but if you can't generate anything on offensively or on your power play, you're guaranteed not to win a game. And your goalies can only hold it together for so long, or your defensemen can only hold it together for so long. And but it's frustrating, and and it's when you start thinking about it as a team, and that's when it just completely goes right off the rails. But you know what? Maybe in a month, in hindsight, it'll be a good thing for us, where maybe a step back away from the rink will be the best thing for us. So that's the one positive thing I'll be looking at is, take a look at it from that point of view is, maybe we just need a break from each other right now and just kind of hit the reset button and come back fresh for January and get into conference play and make a run here.
And you mentioned.
Yeah, the Tigers got some time to think about the tough losses from Bemidji State this weekend. They wish they could get back on the ice on Monday, but they won't be able to. They're on a long break. They don't get back to action until January. Their next home game doesn't come up until the weekend of January 27th and 28th when they host Lindenwood in conference play here at the Policini Center. Tigers currently sit in last place in the College Hockey America standings. That's 12 points behind conference leading Robert Morris. Hey, don't forget, the best way to catch the Tigers all season long is right here in person at the Gene Policini Center. You can purchase single game tickets to RIT men's and women's hockey by visiting the Policini Center box office Monday through Friday from 10 till 6. or by calling 475-4121 or online, rithockey.com. Well, in October, we introduced you to 2008 alumnus Ricky Walton, who started a brand new company just over a year ago. And it has been a huge success. My Custom Sports Chairs in Stony Creek, Ontario sells Adirondack chairs featuring the jersey designs of Major League sports franchises, companies, and colleges, including right there, RIT. The company was recently named as one of the top 3 most promising small business startups in all of Canada. Well, finally, after all the sorting we did through hundreds of entries for the RIT SportsZone custom chair giveaway, we finally have a winner, and we announced it today. We would like to congratulate RIT student Kevin Moses, who was randomly selected as the winner of a pair of Tiger chairs today. He will now get to enjoy watching us from the comfort of his new favorite seat on game days right there. Oh, we'd all love to have that in our house, and you can still get them if you'd like. Good news for those who didn't win, but might still be interested in purchasing an RIT chair or another of their favorite teams. Head to mycustomsportschair.com to create your custom chair today. And when you check out, make sure you use the promo code SportsZone for $50 off. Ricky Walton and his staff have graciously extended that offer throughout the holiday season, and we certainly thank them for that. Well, still ahead on the program, we have your all-access pass inside the Tigers' den as head coach Wayne Wilson addresses his team as face-off is approaching. That's next. You're watching RIT SportsZone Pregame Live.
Just continue to compete. We've talked about that. But the other thing was really get shots on net. Get guys driving the net. Our D, just follow up the rush hard, but be the second wave for our D, okay? But we want guys going to the net. We don't want anyone pulling up in the high slot because we want to put everything to the net. We know there's going to be rebounds. He really struggles with his rebounds. And tonight we just got to get off to a good start, believe in ourselves, move our feet, be strong on pucks, own the pucks here tonight, make strong plays. If you don't have plays, let's get it out in the neutral zone, get our forecheck going here tonight. But we've got to have a better start here tonight, have a period similar to second. I don't know if we can duplicate what we did second period last night. No one's done that before to them, but we've got to have a better start than we did last night and just fight for ice, work our systems here, strong and manage the pucks all night. Let's be ready to go.
Oh, look inside the Tigers' den with head coach Wayne Wilson. Access you only get from RIT SportsZone. Hey, don't forget, tomorrow the RIT men's hockey team hosts its annual Skate with the Tigers here at the Policini Center. Event begins at noon. Admission is $5. They ask you bring your own skates if you have them. Next broadcast, we're not back with you until after the first of the year when the Tigers return to conference play with a weekend series against Sacred Heart on January 6th and 7th. Our coverage begins at 6:30 both nights with RIT SportsZone Pregame Live, presented by Taylor the Builders. We'll be on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel 26 both those nights. Well, that does it for this edition of RIT SportsZone. We thank you so much for watching us here tonight. Up next, it's Gene Battaglia and John DiTullio as the Tigers look to split their series with the Providence Friars. Enjoy the game, everyone. RIT SportsZone Live begins now.